low, probably white socks. If they Nike Airs, then they probably high tops. If you feel a breeze, then it's probably my watch. Location, not an estrogen, probably my...
If you were to design a sneaker, like given your choice of silhouette and colorway, everything, and even brand per se, it doesn't have to be one. What would that sneaker collab with Mez look like?
I mean, you know, I'm a personal fan of, like, I can't go too in depth because if I tell everybody be ready to try it or whatever. But I like digging in the archives of companies that don't have, like, I like going in the archives and finding kicks that they don't use often. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of companies collab with Reebok and do the AI. But they did it so many times. I'm like, yo, like, if I'm gonna dig in the Nike vault or the Reebok vault or whatever to do my own sneaker, it gotta be something that people ain't seen in like 10, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? Or longer, you know. Or no. I was just gonna say, or even if it's just the soul of it, like even if it's the base of it. You know how the Yeezy 2 was like the base of like an Andre Agassi sneaker. It was the base of the AirTech Challenge, you know, and that's a shoe, it's a fire shoe, but like they built the rest of the joint on it. Even the Yeezy 1 was like a Jordan 3 sole, you know. Like, I think if you base it on like a familiar soul, you know, you got like, people like to feel something familiar about it, but then they like to see the new part too.
Twist, right? The twist.
Yeah. I'm gonna dig in the archive of some company and find something people ain't seen in a minute, you know.
So if Nike asked you to pick a silhouette right now, off the top of your head, what would be the first three that you would pick through?
That's what I'm saying. It's hard, but I can't give up the silhouettes. I know it might sound crazy, it might sound weird, but yeah, I could tell you when we get off the camera. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, it's weird too, bro, because I used to not be like this. I'm so open and I just like being around people and show the love. But I done been in situations already where like you say too much, next thing you look up like a week later, you be like, yo, you know what I mean? That's my idea. That's my whatever. So like I can tell y'all too, but I can't tell the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You was probably one of the, well, I'll say you pioneered kind of like getting fresh and rapping about being fresh, and actually being fresh while rapping about being fresh. Talk to me about how much like style went into the music and how natural it was for you to speak on style, because it's an everyday thing.
I mean, first of all, I can't take that. I can't say I'm the first person that was fresh and rapped about it. It's hard for me to say.
From here.
Oh, from the crib. Okay. For sure. Man, I mean, it really stemmed from like dressing like nobody was dressing growing up and wearing stuff people weren't really wearing. I had tight jeans before it was a thing. Nike SBs before it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? I could skateboard growing up. You know, I was like into it kind of in ways. So like, I used to go to like, it was a store called FM Goods on Glenwood. It was hard, bro. Like, they went out of business early, but like, it was so hard. They had like everything. They were selling Supreme. Like, it was different. In Raleigh though, off Glenwood, it's where some tavern is over there now. It's like a house. On Glenwood across from the L joint. It's like a house looking joint, but it used to be this place called FM Goods. And I used to go there. I used to have my little old like '89 Honda Accord. I used to be pulling up, mobbing, like trying to get anything I could. I always been the type, I just want to wear what ain't nobody else wearing. I want to do what ain't nobody talking about. To this day, most of the time you see me, I feel like at least one thing I got on got to be something that you'll be like, oh, I ain't seen that yet. Or people don't talk about that often. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just seen this in a while.
Yeah, I'm really into obscure art, all kinds of art, fashion, art, movies. I watch films people don't. It's a Turkish film that I like to watch called Dogtooth. It's fire. It's fire, and I read it, watch it with the subtitles, and I feel like you put the art in, you get influenced by art that is obscure, and you start making art that's obscure. You make things that people. That's what I was talking about at Ken. You make things that people don't really like see often. You know.
How hard is it for you seeing the idea in your head and knowing you? It's probably hard for you to get it off of your head to make it physical. Does it ever kind of like drive you crazy when you can't get something out of your head or idea you sat on?
I mean, I got ideas I sat on for a minute, but if the truth is, most of the time I get them out. You know what I'm saying? Even you just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You know, James Cameron wrote Avatar in 1984 or something like that. A lot of people don't know that, and he waited for the technology to get good enough to shoot the film. He was like, I'm just gonna be patient. It's just wait till the technology is like incredible, and then, you know, when technology got to where he thought it could do the movie he wanted to do, they designed a camera just for Avatar. It's a camera with 2 lenses, and it got depth perception, like people's eyes. That's how they shot that movie. So like, you gotta be patient sometimes.
Speak on, like, I know you said be patient. Tell, like, just kind of give, you know, your intake of pretty much how long it took you to, you know what I'm saying, to get there, where you at right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I look at it like this, man. First of all, it ain't when you come in, it's how you come in, bro. How, you know, I could have came in the game, I could have like got crazy notoriety younger and just not known exactly what I wanted. I see it so often, man. Even this thing with Kodak and Nipsey recently, and I don't know if y'all heard about what he said or whatever. It's just hard when you're young like that. You know, when you're young, like really, really young. Even like Tupac, there's a bunch of people that was like young. I felt like they weren't making the best decision, but it's because you growing up in front of everybody. Like you becoming a superstar, growing up in front of everybody. Sometimes I used to be like, man, I want it so bad now. And now I'm kind of thankful that I had time to sit back and get my vision like exactly how I wanted it. And now I get to step out kind of prepared and kind of put together, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, and patience had to end up becoming a virtue at some point. I'm like, yo, you gotta just put your head down and just stay focused, you know? That's everything.
The phrase, all skills transferable. Do you believe in that phrase?
What do it mean?
Saying like you do a lot of things, but you can apply them to different perspectives.
Oh, yeah,
saying
yeah.
Music, design clothes, videos, skills that you picked up along the way that you kind of like took from here, applied them here. Have you had any areas where you say that you doing something here made it easier for you to try something over here and it went well?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you gotta do is just get used to failing, bro. You just gotta be fine with it. You gotta just fail you gotta fail forward, you know. And then I started getting to a point where I'm just comfortable recording music in front of people. I'm like rooms full of people, you know what I mean? Like when I first started working with Dre, he used to have me doing that all the time. And it'd be just a bunch of people, and like it might be T.I. in the room, whoever, and he's just like, watch him, watch what he gonna do. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. It's a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying? And eventually it becomes nothing. And now it's just I don't even mind, to the point where like I went to the Revenge of the Dreamers camp. I'm on that album a few times whenever it come out. And like I went to the Revenge of the Dreamers camp. I'm just recording, bro. I just pull up the beat. I don't need to write nothing down. I just need to sit in front of the mic and just think, you know. And people are like, man, that's crazy that he could do that. But it came along the way. It came with the territory. It's like something that was stressful and tough at the time, but it gave me this skill to just be. I found comfort in the midst of like a lot of chaos. You know what I'm saying? And the point is, you gotta be okay. I became okay with like failing in front of people. I became okay with trying a line and it's not really that tight in front of people, or trying some of my voice and it's not really that tight in front of people. And you just keep trying until you find something. You know, I mean, the truth is, bro, I sat next to Ye one time. We were working on Pablo. I heard him freestyle badly for like 30 minutes. It was terrible. He freestyled bad, maybe like 20 minutes straight. He freestyled real bad. And like, I was like, man, this is wild. And then like Russell Simmons was in the room, mad people, but he just had this level of confidence to where like when he got to the last like 5-6 minutes, he started snapping, he was going off. But like, and then his engineer arranged it and made a fire ass verse. And the truth is, it take longer than 30 minutes to write a verse for the average person, but it's a level of confidence he got to where he could just try shit in front of people, in front of himself, whatever, to the point where like, it made me think about it this way. It only take 3 minutes to make a good song, bro. The people who hear that song is never gonna hear the failure. They're never gonna hear the failure part.
Cut verses, all of that.
They're never gonna hear none of that. They're gonna be like, this verse is tight. They're not even gonna know that he freestyled badly in front of Russell Simmons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only the people that was there know that. You know.
Speaking of Kanye, man, do you remember the interview when he was like, King Mez raps better than me?
I remember like.
That was like a while back.
It's hard to co-sign, bro, because I remember that being a caption, but him not actually ever saying my name in the interview. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't co-sign it, but I mean, I ended up working with him in real life and being with him for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. It was kind of like funny to me that you ended up still being in that light, in that realm around that.
Yeah.
And just to even hear that was kind of funny to me. It was cool.
You gotta put your mind there first, bro, and reality just follow. You gotta just move like it's gonna be how you think it's gonna be.
You with Kanye, man. Explain that to people who don't even know that happened. Like even the Dr. Dre, like speaking on writing for people as well as being an artist yourself.
I mean, you know, I wrote for both of them, very different processes. Dre was like more like a scientist, and Kanye was like a kid with a crayon. I say that all the time when I talk about the two of them. Yeah, it was special. You know, both situations changed me. Of course, I wrote with Dre like way longer, you know what I mean, and I worked with him for a long time. But yeah, it was like 2 weeks, but it was still special. It was fire, you know. It was a moment.
So growing up in Chastain, playing basketball, like how much of that influence to the person you are right now?
A lot. The competitive nature, but then like the camaraderie and the friendship and the family thing, and you know, I'm moving around with Ace all the time, and he helped with this and that. And I know him since I was like 12. We met in Chastain, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's forever. Like, even going back today, it was crazy. It was a vibe. Like I was riding through Chastain today, just bumping Nipsey. Like, oh man, this is a good feeling. You know, riding I went to the park, just different little areas. Went to my old crib. We took a picture in front of my old crib. People live there, but I was probably like, you know, I'm like, damn, I gotta get up out of here. I ain't know who was living in there, you know. But nah, Chastain influenced me a lot, bro.
The phrase "everybody in Raleigh knows each other because of basketball." Is that a fact to you?
Oh yeah, it's a big fact. I mean, that's the thing too, is I feel like my relationships with people, I don't have as many as a lot of my friends in Raleigh. People end up finding out about me like later, like through music. A lot of people that I know, but I didn't like grow up with a lot of people that's my friends in Raleigh. It's hard to explain. It's like I played ball in Raleigh, like in the street, but I wasn't like a good basketball player to where like I'm playing for school and this and that and traveling around. Like music was like its own thing, and it definitely wasn't like a culture for it when I was in high school. It was just like a few of us in school, like Sonny, and like he was super nice, by the way. He was incredible, bro. He's like my favorite rapper for a minute. Like out of everybody, Sonny's super nice. Like I looked up to him a lot. Honestly, I think a lot of my early growth was like trying to be as good as he was. He was fire, and he was singing and rapping before like Drake. He was crazy. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people do know each other through sports. It's like a sports-oriented place, you know what I'm saying? Especially basketball.
My last question for you is, it's about a line you said. I learned my Roman numerals from studying my Jordans.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me, like, what Jordan is it that stuck with you? It's a number or your favorite colorway, and why? Like
my favorite one is 6, easy. Like without even question. I got 2 pairs of DMPs at my crib right now. 6s. I got the package, but then I have another pair of 6s too that I bought. I'm about to get them again, the black and gold joint. It just be hard because they from 05 and the soles be tricky sometimes, you know. But like that's like my favorite shoe, especially this 05 joints because the textures is still real good. Like the leather, suede is fire.
What's your take on the 6 that just came out?
I like them. I got them. I like them. I wear them. It's not the same as the 05 joints like the suede. I'm telling you, you gotta see the suede on the DMP. You look at it, it's fire. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's tough based on like what new music you got coming out, or like something you working on. If you got like an album mixtape, something coming out.
For sure. Yeah, I do 2 song EPs right now just to get. It's funny because I'm putting them out, but it's music I have for mad long, and I'm just finally being able to get out into the world just on some like business stuff. Like music business is really what I've been dealing with all this time, and now I'm finally getting to put music out. So I got a couple more of those coming out, and I got an album coming out like summer, fall time. But I'm hella excited about the album and the visuals that I got for it, and you know, there's gonna be a lot of that. And then me directing videos for other people or designing sneakers or clothes for other companies, like all that's coming this year. Yo, I'm Mez. I'm here with the Noble Supply. It's been incredible. Great interview.